back after 5 months out with an Achilles injury. Michael Laudrup playing against one of his old clubs, and European Golden Boot winner Hristo Stoichkov. They're coached, of course, by Johan Cruyff, back for his first game since heart surgery. Some great names from the World Cup and the Juventus side: Roberto Baggio, Luigi De Agostini, Toto Schillaci, who hasn't in fact scored a league goal since November. The two teams added together cost more than £60 million in transfer fees. For considerably less, we bring our commentator, John Helm.
Even on a world rating, this is one of the matches of the season. Two of the giants of European football over many years coming face to face in the semi-finals of the European Cup Winners' Cup, where the winners due to meet either Manchester United or Legia Warsaw in the final in Rotterdam on May the 15th. And the unique atmosphere of the Nou Camp Stadium as Koeman plays the ball wide right. Juventus in the black and white stripes, Barcelona on their own territory in the blue and the dark red. Now being watched here this evening by Johan Cruyff, who's recently come out of hospital after his heart surgery. He's supposed to be resting, and would hardly find it restful watching a match of such importance. And in an atmosphere like this, well, Juventus are a man down, but Julio Cesar, the Brazilian defender, getting that ball away, but a free kick will be awarded here against Roberto Baggio. Played wide. Taken in by Goycochea, and a good-looking cross and a flick header wide of that upright. Julio Salinas in there as well. It wasn't actually his header. But Barcelona with the first attack on the Juventus goal. The ball floated in here, and a good little flick header, but it carried wide of that left-hand upright of Tacconi's. Julio Salinas with a good layoff for Laudrup, and the shot screaming over the top of the crossbar. A really fine effort from Laudrup. Tacconi, I don't think, got a touch, but Laudrup showing the confidence to take the goalkeeper on. It's a fine left-footed strike by the Dane, and Tacconi well off his line, the ball over the top. There's a real good pace about this game, good fluent football, some nice touches. Barcelona bring it away once more with Begiristain. Goes wide on this left touch line. Sweeping move forward, which Koeman has joined. Ronald Koeman been out for 5 months this season. Amor just clipping it to his left to Begiristain, who gets it back again rather fortuitously. That has to be a free kick. Lupion Goycochea. And for Koeman! And it came off the outside of the upright. Nobody in the world game strikes a ball as violently as Ronald Koeman. And look, from this angle and this distance, the pace on it was awesome. A really clean strike by the Dutchman. He beat Tacconi, but he's hit the upright. Fired forward encouragingly. That will be a goal kick. It seems the referee has awarded the corner for this. There's a close-up view of it. Certainly De Agostini felt it was worth a corner. Barcelona objected, and the referee voted for the Italians on this occasion. So the in-swinger for Juventus, and several men coming in for it, but not big enough to get there, and it's Koeman's head that knocks it to safety for the moment. Oh, and the back pass is going to let Juventus in! Juventus take the lead in dramatic circumstances. And it's Casuragi, the scorer. A horrid mistake in Barcelona's defence. Zubizarreta had come from his line. A really wretched back pass. It gave Zubizarreta no hope at all. He got his fingers to the ball, but Casiraghi was there to pounce for Juventus, and it's 1-0 to the Italians. Juventus have the lead here in the first quarter of an hour, and the Barcelona crowd is absolutely stunned. Barcelona 0, Juventus 1. First blood to the Italians, but it's all down to that wretched back pass. Another Barcelona move breaking down. Schillaci making tracks towards goal. Oh, brilliantly done by Schillaci, and the shot across the face of Zubizarreta's goal. Well, Tito Schillaci hasn't been scoring goals in the domestic season back in Italy. He really has struggled. He's got only 4 this season. He's not scored a league goal since November, but his skill there took him into an excellent position. He worked his way between 3 Barcelona defenders, got over the outstretched leg of another, and slammed the shot across the face of Zubizarreta's goal. Juventus, as you would expect, content to try and hit on the break, and that's exactly what they're doing once more. Baggio will take on the Barcelona defence, and he'll float it in, and it's Koeman who gets his blonde locks to it and heads it out. And now Laudrup. Good ball from Laudrup, and although Julio Cesar got his head to it, it was only to deflect it to Stoichkov on the left foot. Cleverly done, beautiful chip through, and Bagheera brought down. Is this a penalty? He's given a helping hand by Julio Cesar. Bagheera-Stein's disappointment reflects the referee's decision. It's a lovely ball clipped in, though, by the Bulgarian Stoichkov. And there we saw him bundled over, maybe, but the referee saw nothing wrong with the challenge. By Laudrup, and then he's felled, and that's the free kick for Barca. They're trying to line him up. Moore couldn't get into a shooting position. They're still here, and the shot's line, drifting outside that right-hand upright. And it just wasn't to be for Goycochea. Not a bad effort, though. It was curling. So we've had our 45 minutes, and Juventus still lead by a goal to 0. Barcelona training. There will be a bit of time to be added on here. We've had a couple of stoppages. That's Amor's ball. Still they come looking for this equaliser. Again a Barcelona man goes down in the penalty area. Again it's Stoichkov, and again the referee says, no, thank you very much, that's not a penalty. And he gets a withering look from the referee too. His reputation goes before him, and Stoichkov flinging himself full length. The referee is having none of it. Barcelona's first touch on the ball hasn't been entirely convincing on this night. A number of players have lost control at the vital moment and put themselves in trouble. And that's why the home side trail by a goal to 0. All eyes on the referee. Wondering when he'll blow for half-time as it comes back inside the area here for Baggio, and a fine save by Zubizarreta, otherwise it might well have been 2. The Barcelona captain saved his side then, as Baggio got inside the penalty area, the first time we've seen him in such an advanced position. Schillaci goes once more, this time through the middle, threading a nice little ball through. Danger here, chance of a second. Baggio! The save by Zubizarreta, and Roberto Baggio in with a great chance there of adding to the 8 European goals he has scored this season. Barcelona's turn to come again, but again their passing game is letting them down. And the ball forward and played into the path of Casiraghi, the scorer of the one goal in the match so far. It seemed to clip the heel of Nando on the way out. That was a good chance though for Baggio. He didn't strike it as well as he would have liked, and it was fended away by Zubizarreta. But Juventus have certainly had their share of good attacking moments in this match. They'll have to defend for the moment. Ball hit long, but Julio Cesar had read that and dealt with ably. Julio Cesar really has had an inspirational match at the centre of defence, but he might be caught out this time. Chances here now as Eusebio is inside the Juventus box. They really have defended stoically. That was the one occasion where they got goal side of Julio Cesar, but Eusebio unable to take advantage. The young defender Gianluca Lupi gets back to help out with more defending chores. Goycochea. He'll get a free kick for this. He really has been one of the success stories of Barcelona's season, Juan Antonio Goycochea. He was loaned out to Real Sociedad, where he played with John Aldridge for some time. Here's a quickly taken free kick, and it was Stoichkov who got in. Alongside Julio Salinas there. Still Barcelona are a goal down. Koeman firing it in. Over the top. Koeman. Goycochea. Goes onto that to try and get the return ball, and once again the Brazilian centre-back was over sharply. Comes Koeman. Was he brought down there? There seemed to be certainly a stumble by Koeman. He shakes the head now. I think he'd have been rather fortunate to have got a penalty for that. He was certainly on the burst into the penalty area. And, well, as you can see, it was merely his own footing that gave way. Here now is Koeman. Only just come back after a 5-month absence. Salinas laying it off, and this is more promising, but once again the defence snapping shots. Eusebio bundled over. Chances now though. It's a good ball in. Here's the best chance yet, and the equaliser is there. And Stoichkov rose high in the Juventus penalty box, and the Bulgarian striker, who has had such a mixed season, has brought Barcelona level again. Lovely play down the left by Laudrup. The header is a firm one from Stoichkov, and it buries itself in the net just beneath the Juventus crossbar. Stoichkov's 5th European goal of this campaign, and it couldn't have been better timed for the Spanish Cup holders who were in trouble. The Nou Camp Stadium really is a magnificent sight. Place to be on a night like this. But you've got to say that Juventus still have the upper hand at 1-1, with their home leg to come in 2 weeks' time. But here is Laudrup again, and he really is playing a big part in this revival in the second half by Barcelona. They've got a corner now. And for the moment, it's the Italian goal which is under siege. Corner short. Eusebio scuttling into the penalty area, but worked away by Baggio and by Schillaci. And Hassler, three of the most familiar names from the 1990 World Cup, and it's Schillaci still down this right side. One man in front of him as he swings a rather strange ball over. They managed to retain possession, Juventus, though. Here's Casiraghi, and will hit a blinding shot, which Zubizarreta handles well. And what a pace there is to this game now. Oh, it's a lovely bit of play. Stoichkov is in the area and scores a superb goal. Risko Stoichkov takes the applause of the Barca fans. They were a goal down 5 minutes ago. They're a goal up now, and the Bulgarian has registered both of them. He skipped between the defenders, kept his footing well, slipped it past Tacconi, and Stoichkov's second goal of the night gives Barcelona renewed hope. It really was expertly executed by Stoichkov, and a man who was a Golden Boot winner last year proves just why. Here's Amor. Well won by Baggio. He's not just an attacking force, he's got past Koeman. Didn't get past Nando, but the ball broke for Casiraghi. Suddenly it's Juventus' turn to come. The shot fired long and high and wide, and everything was wrong from Marocci. Looked all right when it set out, but it didn't finish too well. In possession for Barcelona, Eusebio, now Julio Salinas. Again, he's got past Cesar, cuts it back. Here's a great chance for Eusebio. Now the overhead kick. It's gone wide this time. Well, Tacconi is livid with his defence. And why he pushes Julio Salinas in the back, I do not know. He got around Julio Cesar beautifully there, and you'd have backed Eusebio in that position, and more also in there to try and finish it off. The bicycle kick didn't come off. To Nando, he was booked in the first half for a very reckless challenge. They're really putting the passes together for the moment, though. This is Amor, good ball through again. Here is Laudrup. Hasn't got the width to cross it, but when he does get it over, it's belted away by Fortunato. Stoichkov, the two-goal hero so far, waiting for service up there. Gets it edge of the area. And there goes once more, and this time he does win a free kick. And he's got a touch of cramp as well, and that's good to see that an Italian defender is helping him get over the cramp. That's where he came a cropper. And this might present an opportunity for Ronald Koeman. It is Koeman, and he smacks it in, and Tacconi gets his fist to it. And the ball ends on the top of the net instead of in it. Bit of a language problem there with Stoichkov maybe, as we have a look again, and he did well, Tacconi, because I think it took the merest of deflections. There, just off Lupi. Excellent save by Tacconi. Barcelona 2, Juventus 1. The Italians know, though, they're still well in the hunt in this Cup Winners' Cup tie. It's their turn to look for something here. From that free kick, it's Hassler, who's so dangerous. Hassler wriggling around defenders. Good play from Hassler. Just too many, but it still breaks for Juventus. In the second half, Juventus haven't looked anything like as potent as they did in the first, but that basically has been down to the improvement in Barcelona's play. They come once more with Goycochea. He's good on the ball, and he gets it back here from Salinas and tries it. What a goal! That's a fantastic finish from Goycochea. He played the 1-2. Tacconi left helpless. And what didn't promise to be a very good night for Barcelona at half-time when they were one down. Is now turning into a splendid night. Laid off back by Salinas, clipped with the left foot, and Goycochea takes Barcelona 3-1 ahead. He caught everybody napping. Beautifully struck. He really did just clip it over the goalkeeper. It was intuitive finishing by Goycochea. And what a way to take his side into a 3-1 lead. Well, we've seen some quality strikes on this night. One rather lucky goal, two excellent ones. Seems a long time ago now since that giveaway by Barcelona to Juventus. But they're here again now, looking for a second, and this is Schillaci. And he goes sprawling inside the penalty area. It was a double tackle, actually, double challenge between Koeman and Ferrer. But Schillaci, who was being forced out anyway, would have hardly been able to get any shot from the angle he was going towards. Baggio. Again, it's Schillaci, just outside that area. The problem with being the leading goal scorer in the World Cup finals is that people always expect you to hit the target. And that's not always possible. They've got 3 goals into the Juventus net, and Johan Cruyff stands and looks as though he's very much back in business. Julio César. Good defending. Oh, and rather, that was unnecessary there. Serna and Schillaci. And Serna, you felt, went in with the boot. Really unnecessarily there as Schillaci went down. Serna seemed to kick out to me, my initial reaction anyway, there. Didn't look unintentional. Fortunately, nothing followed, and the players continued. This time, the referee must give a verdict, I think, in favour of Juventus here for a corner kick. It is a free kick, so much closer to Barcelona's goal. Baggio is there. A second goal now for Juventus would be such a morale booster, but Zubizarreta catches it cleanly and bowls it straight down the middle. And again, Salinas has done well for his side. He'd come back there and he goes up through the middle. Laudrup takes it on all by himself and goes down in that challenge, winning the free kick from Carini. Juventus will make a second substitution. It's not affording much time for the new man Di Canio to make an impact. And Julio Salinas as well takes his leave of the game, but he's battled really hard. Schillaci is the man to come off for Juventus. So 2 strikers off. Soler comes on for Barcelona. He's seen plenty of European competition over the years, Soler. A little bit of reorganisation, but no more than about 3 minutes to go in the game as Eusebio looks to Goycochea. Juventus coming forward with Julio César. Still, they are 3-1 behind. And Julio César, surely will not get to that press. And they really aren't willing to take any risks. And the final whistle in the Nou Camp Stadium, and Barcelona have beaten Juventus by 3 goals to 1, overcoming a half-time deficit after Casiraghi had given Juventus the lead after a really reckless piece of defending by the Spanish cup holders. Barcelona came back, and Hristo Stoichkov, in the centre of your picture there, scored 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes. The first one a firm header, the second an excellent individual effort. And then a brilliant goal from Goycochea secured a victory here for Barcelona by 3 goals to 1, but it sets up the second leg in Turin in 2 weeks' time so well. Juventus would need a 2-0 win to go through. Barcelona know exactly what they've to do after winning here by 3 goals to 1.